December 5th, 6th, 5th. It's morning. I'm headed in. I figured today we got a couple, one of them really fun things, one of them not so much fun, but visual, something for you to see versus just sitting on the computer. So, yeah, we're back at it after Thanksgiving. It's been kind of a good week and a crazy week all at the same time. Brittany's been a little under the weather, which, in a small business, it's each one of us is so valuable and important. But we are working on getting to the point that no one person is so valuable that they can't be sick. So we're working on it. But anyway, she's been fighting through for sure. But yeah, so it's just been kind of one of those weeks. There's just been a lot of random stuff coming back from break that we've had to catch up with. You feel like you leave mid-November and you come back and it's December. And so there's just all that end of the month stuff and starting a new month stuff that needs to get done. Traffic is a little crazy today. So anyway, so it's, I don't know. But then again, it kind of, I had a nice slow start to the week. I worked from home on Monday, and that really was beneficial for my mental health, to get me focused for the week and going and really focused on things that are important. Holy cow, this traffic. This is crazy for where I live. Apparently no one is working. I don't it's late. I own my own business. I go into work later than most people. Anyway, so we're off to the races. But couple fun things today. One, right away this morning, I am meeting our sign lady. You guys are familiar with her. She's been around now for just over a year. They've done our big signs, our interior signs, the wall decals, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not gonna spoil the fun, but she's coming today and doing something exciting that I think you guys are gonna want to see. Or at least I think it's really exciting. And then we also have our friendly HVAC people that we just love to have come out and, pay them all these visit charges. They gotta love us. Anyway, yesterday here, we had 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and apparently we found part of an HVAC unit in the parking lot. Just like a front kind of thing, like a piece of metal. But anyway, so there's that. But then also, which may or may not be related, who the heck knows, but then also my husband, thankfully, he can see all the thermostats on his phone, and he checks them periodically, which I'm glad he does. And apparently the green studio this morning was 34 degrees, which is obviously not okay. So we definitely have a unit that's not working. Also, was it earlier this week? I think earlier this week, black wasn't working either, which black is a brand new unit, and this is the second time anyway. So it's no matter what you do, right? You spend, I don't even know what that new unit, I want to say $30,000 for a new unit. By the time you get the crane and all that kind, maybe it was $30,000, somewhere in there. A lot of freaking money, okay? And, we got 2 new ones, sort of with the construction deal. That was all tied in with that whole investors and construction and that whole deal, okay? So we finally got those in place right about a year ago. So something that is that much money is now not working, a year later. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Anyway, so black has been, when it's working, it's great because it's a new unit. So you can tell it's a new unit when it's working. It's very, black cools down very quickly in the summer when we bump the air down. It's very responsive, let's say. You can literally feel it. But then apparently it decides not to work sometimes. So anyway, I think we got black back up and going. I honestly don't know. But green is apparently a problem today. And so green is a problem, and possibly we'll have them look at whatever the part that fell off was as well. And my car just made a weird noise. I don't know if you guys heard that. What the heck? You guys. Okay, well, it's kind of one of those days. I'm not gonna lie, even before that, around the house and stuff, you know how when you just have one of those mornings where it's like, you walk to the fridge to get the creamer, but then you don't, you grab something else instead, and then you walk back to the coffee maker. Like, that's been the kind of day I've had so far. So, it could be an interesting day. We'll see. The random noise in my car doesn't help me think that it's going to turn around. We'll see. All right, guys. So this is kind of a fun day for either our families that just like to see kind of the behind the scenes stuff that's really fun. You know, not everything in life is fun. And I know, you know, some people are like, oh, I don't want to know this. Or I get like, I totally get that. This is a fun day. But also life. Life is not 100% one way or the other, right? It's always a mix of good and bad and pros and cons, and everything has a consequence, and it's either more on the positive side or the negative side, right? And so, I don't know, if nothing else, I'm honest, I'm truthful, I always have been, very transparent. So I can't not be like that. That's just not me. So that would be very inauthentic for me to do something like this and then paint a picture that isn't true, right? So you're gonna see the ugly as well. Now, I'm also very respectful and show, I believe, a lot of grace to some of our families, that I could talk about a lot more things that happen behind the scenes that make our lives very, very difficult. That I think if you heard it about other people, you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, right? But I've been in this business long enough to know that it happens to the best of people, and I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna do that either. So we still don't show a lot of things for that reason. But I also am a very honest and open and transparent person by nature, and so you're gonna see different things. But today is a pretty positive, fun day. Well, HVAC, that's not really positive or fun, but I mean, that's because it's coming out of my checkbook. But, you know, for you guys, at least, it's a little bit of excitement. So we'll kind of take you along for the ride today. And Brittany's out sick this morning. She was going to see how she's going to sleep in and kind of see how she felt. So it also might just be me in the office today, which is also kind of comical. So we'll see. We'll keep you posted. All right. Good morning to the pretty girl. It looks like we've got both the sign people and the HVAC waiting on me. I'm supposed to meet them at 9:30. Ooh, look at my dusty. It doesn't look that bad in person. On the phone, it's worse. Yeah, welcome to my life, right? I'm 10 minutes early, and yeah. Anyway, that's on them. So we are here. We're gonna meet with them, and I will follow up with you guys. All right. So I got the HVAC people in. I gave them my keys, and they are going to do whatever they need to do. I told them I'll find them in a minute, and get my keys back. But the sign people are still sitting out front. I can't really they can't see me if I open the door and wave them in. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. It's not our friend Vaughn, who it normally is. That's okay. So I'm gonna let him in here in a minute. But I was just gonna share with you, this is me in this building. It's like every time I'm here, I just keep adding to the list. It's like, look at all those dead ladybugs. So I'm getting the door for him. But yeah, I see these things and I think, oh, another thing to add to the list, right? All right, guys, so HVAC guys are doing their thing. They said that the piece that fell off was related to the issue. So that's, I think, actually a good thing that we didn't have two separate issues. So they are working on that, and sounds like they figured out what the issue was pretty quickly. So hopefully they can resolve it pretty quickly as well. And then we've got signs and designs in here too, and they are just working on putting up the templates for the letters that are going to go above the doors here in the waiting room. So he's doing some measuring to kind of find center, and we decided we're going to go like 5 inches up. It's going to look good. So they just have these stencils that they can put up, and then the letters, it's really easy to know where the letters go. So we've got studios, we'll go here, student lounge here, and boutique here. Yeah, I think not only is it going to be functional, but it will help the aesthetic. Every time we keep getting more stuff on the walls, it just feels more homey. It helps bring your eye up a little bit as well. You know, it's going to fill that space so that it's not just an empty space. So I'll keep you updated as he keeps working. Oh, also good news. One of our staff members is actually able to come in this afternoon and help kind of be a extra pair of hands. So I also forgot to mention that it is the state's biggest competition, where all of the high school dance teams and college dance teams come together and do a big competition in Des Moines. And so some of my teachers are out for that for different reasons. And some of my, like our events coordinator is going because her little sister is competing. So anyway, it's kind of a crazy busy week on top of just the normal people get sick, and it's December, right? Things happen, wind, snow, whatever it is. It's also this big annual competition in the dance team world. And so, yeah, kind of overlaps a little bit with what we do. They're kind of different things, but, you know, enough similar, kind of like watching Dancing with the Stars. Like, it's not what we do, but it kind of is, right? So it's kind of similar in that way. And so, yeah, a lot of our staff, you know, are also interested in that or have some sort of role in that. So it's an interesting week here for sure. But luckily we have another staff member that is able to come in and help. The person who's been helping me with executive assistant tasks, roles, she is at this competition in Des Moines. So anyway, it's a little bit thin around here, but I'm glad that we've got somebody able to come in and help. So I'm going to start throwing stuff on a list for her because there's just so many random things. So when she gets here, she'll be able to help with some stuff. All right. I'll keep you posted, guys. All right, guys, I just got a quick update from him, so I'm going to share it with you guys as well. So he's got the cardboard cutout things up, which this is like the key to making this simple, is that they do this. So yeah. Josh wishes that he had this when he's hanging stuff. There they go. That's what they're going to look like. So then all he has to do is cut these letters out, which is kind of what he's doing right now. And then the letters go right in, you know, kind of the stencil. And there's double-sided tape on the back. Stick them on there, and then he'll take the cardboard off, and the letters will be left. So yeah, it's exciting. Super exciting. So yeah, they're all up there ready to go. I love the height. We did, like I said, about 5 inches off the door frames, and I think that's about the perfect height for them. Draws your eye up a little bit, but not too far up. So looks good. I'm excited to get them up and see what they look like. All right, and then another exciting thing, City Laundering just randomly stopped by. He was going to grab us a few more rugs as we head into winter time here. We always add a few more out front. And so he was available to swing by and drop those off today. So we've got some new rugs as well. So he said, I got you brand new ones just off the semi, not even used ever. So that's exciting. But yeah, so we just kind of add more as it's winter time. And then I'll give you an update on what's going on out here because these are looking pretty good. I think that's perfect. Like a perfect proportion, and yes, looking good. All right, guys. So I've got my quiet oasis back. Actually, that's like surprisingly, what time is it? Oh, come on. 10:36. So that all went very like quickly. You know, had city laundering here. Had the sign people here. He's actually just pulling out. And then had HVAC here from 9:30 to 10:30. That's actually not bad. So I have my quiet oasis back just for a little bit. So I wanted to show you the finished product of the letters up. I think it looks good. I love it. Like I said, both beautiful and aesthetically pleasing in every way, but it is also functional, which is so on brand for us. Like, that is what we do. We want things to be convenient and easy and beautiful and lovely, but everything is also very efficient and practical that we do. So anyway, I wanted to show you those things. And then I want to tell you just a quick little story. And then I'm going to kind of wrap it up because unless something crazy happens, the rest of the day is going to be papers, computer, that kind of stuff, which is just not exciting on screen. It is such a huge part of what we do, but it is just not exciting at all. So I'd like to watch. Okay, two more things really quick I forgot to show you. I gotta slip my little slippers on here. Try to get comfy during the day. So especially days like today, like I'm here till 9 o'clock tonight. So 12 hours like in the office, not leaving. Basically 9:30. So, okay, before my Panera gets here, I want to show you two fun things. One, nobody ever really buys me gifts, right? Because I'm the boss. And so, you know, you can either be sad about it or you can buy your own gifts. So I bought myself an Alexa to go in my office to play music or set timers, record things, add things to lists for me, just the, you know, the basics. Trying to simplify life as much as possible. So that's fun. And then the other thing I wanted to you should see what's happening here. Mess of a bag here of mixed things. But the other thing is, remember I had this and I told you there were some things missing and some new things to add and some old things that I don't know where they went, but that this kind of space on the wall was going to be certificates and things that I've earned. None will be more expensive than this piece of paper here, but look at this one. So, new member of the National Dance Education Organization. I'm really excited. I thought this was a beautiful frame, and it's going to look good on this wall as well. So that needs to get hung up. So yeah, we're adding more stuff to the floor for Josh to hang up, but you know, it is what it is. And then there was one more thing. The Alexa, so there we go. Something added back to the floor, but it's going to look good up there. Yeah. And yes, there's still stuff in the hallway. We'll get to that later today. Oh yeah, I knew it was something out here. All of the trees now, we have 9 in the building. If you watch the decorating video, you'll know we have 9 in the building. So there's our giving tree. Oh, you guys, I'm amazed to look at. There's not that many ornaments left. I mean, there's more. We can make more, but anyway, awesome. I can talk more about that in a second if you're interested. But yeah, we have 9 different trees throughout the building. There's 3 on the main level, these 2, and that one, and then each of the studios have them as well. So we have 9 trees in this building, and we have 2 trees at our satellite location. It's a lot of trees. And what we found over the years, when it was just me teaching, well, I would just plug in the Christmas tree and unplug it when I left. So we kind of tried to continue with that system. And as you can imagine, that didn't work out overly well, because when you start putting, okay, couple teachers in, it was me and a couple different teachers teaching. Okay, great. That kind of worked. And then all of a sudden it was me and 6 different teachers teaching. And then it was like, we have 20 different teachers that teach, and I'm not even one of them. And so it got to be a system that doesn't work anymore. Another fun life lesson for small business is that grow. Your systems get outdated and you have to update them. So anyway, great example of a system that just wasn't working for us anymore. And we were having trees that were left on. We were having trees that weren't on. We were having kids. You got to remember we work with kids. So things like this that you might think, whatever, it's not that big, they're Christmas trees. But our job is kids. And so there were kids that were upset in the past of like, oh, our tree wasn't lit up today. And then somebody else in the waiting room was like, ours was. Like, that's not who we are as a brand. We want to be, as fair and consistent as we possibly can. So, we want everybody's tree to be lit up during the season, right? So anyway, all of the trees, 9, 10, 11 of them, 11 trees, and the one at our house even, so 12 trees, are on timers, digital timers. My husband set it all up on his phone. And so they turn on automatically and off automatically. Different days of the week, you can set them for different things. And if for some reason we want to turn them on, we want to change it or whatever, he can do it from anywhere on his phone. So it's amazing. They really weren't that expensive on Amazon at all. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but I'm trying to find one so you can see. It's so easy. It's just a little thing that's plugged into the plug-in, and then the tree plugs into that, and it takes care of it. So it literally was like a few minutes for him to, well, here it probably took him longer than a few minutes, but at home I had him try the one at home first to see how kind of quickly it was, how easy it was to set up, if the app was going to work and all that. And yeah, it was pretty easy. So awesome. I think that's everything that I have for you guys today. Honestly, like I said, the rest of the day is going to be really, really focused on knocking out. I turned on all the lights because I took a picture of the waiting room for Facebook quick, but the rest of the day is honestly going to be all of this, sit at the computer and just type, knock stuff out, Slack message this person, send this email, copy paste this here, go pay this bill, like just all of the little things that need to get done. And I have a bunch of, as the ed manager, artistic director, I have a bunch of stuff for our holiday recital show performance that's coming up soon as well. And so I have a bunch of like tech notes and music and organizing different Google folders and light notes, all that fun stuff that I need to do today as well. So like I said, it's going to be just kind of a knock it out kind of afternoon. So I'm going to go ahead and say bye again. Unless something fun and interesting pops up, I will definitely jump back on. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and finish it here. Thank you guys for watching. I know it's a wide variety of watchers that's my family and friends, our families at the studio here, and then also our friends of mine that also own dance studios. So, and probably there's other people as well, but those are kind of the 3 main groups. So very different groups of people. Thanks for watching. And I hope there's really 2 reasons I do this. Just a reminder. 1, selfishly for me, especially the ones with the kids in it and stuff. It's going to be really fun to, even just a couple years from now, go back and watch and see how little they were and be reminded of some of the things that they helped with at the studio. And, selfishly for me too, to have footage of everything, the construction process and all of that, reminding myself how long it took, because Lord, in a couple years, I might convince myself that I should build again or something, and then I can go back and remind myself how crazy it was. And 2, hopefully to inspire, to share, to have a positive impact in some way on the people watching. So thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting that. And yeah, awesome. If you guys ever have any questions or want to know something specific or want me to do something specific, show something, walk, like whatever it is, talk about something, just post it on my Miss Allison Facebook page. And yeah, I would love to answer some questions specifically that you guys have. All right. Well, have a good day. We'll see you guys later. Bye.